Greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre, and I do honestly apologize that I have not put up a video for a while now. Well, I do the Journey Onward series, which I do that once a week, but I do apologize that it's been a while since I've done any other kind of specialty videos, if you will. It basically has to boil down to the point that, well, as you can see, I'm not in my normal area. I'm in the den area of my home, and the reason for that is because when Hurricane Matthew came through, it did a little bit of damage to our house, and I had to actually move out of the room that I'm in into the den area. But it's all getting fixed up. Everything is going to get squared away and whatnot. But as of press time, that was one reason why I haven't been doing any videos. And maybe there could be a couple other videos that would be in this setting, maybe not, I don't really know. Yeah, it's not as visually appealing as it would be in the room that I was in, you know, with all the posters that I had on my wall and whatnot. But hey, what are you gonna do? You know, so this is the best that I can do right now. But what I really wanted to discuss today had to deal with mods for PC. And Skyrim Special Edition recently came out, and I was really excited for it because I hadn't played Skyrim in a long time, and it really did suck that the console versions really just crapped out. The PS3 version crapped out on me. I don't think I ever played the 360 version, but I always heard that if you were ever going to play Skyrim, you know, when it first came out, before the Special Edition came out, to always play it on either PC or 360. If you were going to play it on console, you play it on PC. I mean, on 360, I apologize. You play it on 360 because of the fact that I guess it didn't have as many crashes as the PS3 version did. Bethesda patched the living crap out of the PS3 version, and I still experienced a lot of BS with it. I experienced crashes, long load times, obviously, which is a good thing for the Special Edition now that they have shorter loading times. I think the loading times have been cut in half now on consoles as well as PC, or maybe PC is faster. I don't know. Maybe they were always faster on PC. I'm honestly not sure. But the main thing that I really wanted to discuss today was dealing with mods. Skyrim Special Edition was my first moment of actually experiencing mods. I've heard so much about them. I've always wanted to try them out. You know what? I'm wrong, actually. The vanilla version of Skyrim, when it came out, was when I first experienced mods, and it was really a really interesting idea. It was kind of hard for me to try to get certain mods to work like I wanted to, but overall, the ones that I was using were working just fine. And now it seems like it's even easier considering the fact that Bethesda actually has an option on the Special Edition where you can go and select the mods that you want to and that are already for the specific Special Edition. You know, it's not all the mods, but as time wears on, it seems like that's starting to pick up, especially for PC. And of course, everybody knows me to be mainly a console player, so they're like, why didn't you just get it on console? Well, because Sony is a bunch of idiots. They don't know how to market their own system, for crying out loud, when they say they don't want to have gamers go to PC, but yet they're taking out mods. Well, they finally got around to adding in mods now, mod support, but it's nowhere near the amount that PC does, and even Xbox One. Xbox One has 5 gigs of space to be able to use for mods. Sony only put like 1 gig, I think. 1 gig. And some of the mods that I seen when it first came out weren't really worth 2 cents. Now, there's a lot more fun ones that are on Xbox One, and especially with PC, and I told myself, you know what, there's no way I'm going to be paying $60 for this again. I do want it physically. I will get it physically at some point. I'll probably get it physically on Xbox One, but I'm going to have to end up getting it like dirt cheap, honestly, because I have the Legendary Edition of Skyrim, and I ended up getting the update for free. Through PC. I got it through Steam. I had the Legendary Edition of Skyrim and went ahead and got it for free. You know, couldn't say that for me having to get it on console, which I'd have to fork out $60 more, and that just isn't going to happen, especially with what Sony did with just screwing over players when it comes to mods. I don't understand why they did that. That's stupid, is what it is. It is. I don't. It boggles my mind how a company that is in the entertainment industry and in the gaming industry doesn't realize this. They work with technology and they don't realize this. It boggles my mind. It really does. For years now, with the way that the PC market is, for years now, with the way that Sony and Microsoft have wanted to actually grab gamers to their consoles, and they don't realize this, especially Microsoft, considering the fact that they deal with the PC world. You know, I can't freaking understand it. I mean, yeah, granted, Microsoft gave Xbox One 5 gigs. Well, that's better than Sony, but that's still limiting. And Sony's really limiting people. You know, it's like I've always said with this. I actually said in some of my previous videos as well. If you're going to get the game, if you can, and you have a gaming PC, get it on PC. If you can only get it on console, if you have both consoles, get it on Xbox One. But if you don't have any other choice, then get it on PS4. I mean, at least you're actually experiencing one of the greatest action open world role-playing games of all time, you know, and it's much better than it was previously because, oh God, the PS3 version of that game just made me want to cry. It really did, because I was really loving it and enjoying it, and I felt like I was just going back to square one every single time, not getting it as far as I wanted to in the game, and it just irked me to tears. But I've been adding a few different mods here and there. I honestly can't think off the top of my head all the ones that I've been adding. I've been adding a mod for like the skill trees, where you can actually have more skills in the skills trees now, and they're more in depth and more open for you. I've gotten a few DLC. Oh God, no! I've gotten a few new quest areas, mods that had been opened up in the game. Been having fun with those. I one of them I have actually has to deal with the dragon shouts, where you go to a specific area in the game and you can actually unlock the ability to use metal shouts. Like there's actual metal, like grunts or screams or shouts or something from different bands and whatnot that were actually implemented into the shouts when you do them. I haven't I haven't done that just yet, but I can't wait to get to it, because I'm gonna laugh so hard when I start dragon shouting and there's gonna be like some heavy metal growl or scream or something that's coming out. I can't remember what bands it has, but still it'll be hilarious nonetheless. And there was like one where I could swing like a great sword a heck of a lot faster instead of it being really slow like it is, which is, oh God. I like two-handed weapons sometimes, but and I understand why they're slow. They're great. They're two-handed weapons, but I believe there should just be some proficiency where you can do it much faster because you've been using it for so long. And maybe there might be in the skill tree. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. But there's just a bunch of different mods on there. I could keep thinking of ones that I've done and just go ahead and tell you guys about them. But honestly, I just it's all bundled up in my head, and the video would be going a heck of a lot farther than or longer than I would want it to. But the main thing that I really want to say is the fact that I do praise PC in terms of mods. I've been basically taking great games and making them longer with creating user-based mods. And I've already told myself that when the winter sale rolls around with Steam this year, hopefully they'll end up having Fallout 4 on a really good sale. And if they do, then I'm definitely going to pick it up for PC. I have it on PS4. I've been playing it a lot. I played a lot on PS4. I beat the main story on PS4 and played both the main DLCs, which was Far Harbor and Nuka World. I didn't give a crap about the other ones, because from what I've heard, especially from a PC guru gaming friend of mine, he's already said that there's already been user mods dealing with robots, and I know that was like one of the DLCs that came out for it. So yeah, definitely wanting to try out Fallout 4 mods. Loving getting into the Skyrim mods and whatnot. I can't wait to see what other ones are going to come out with. And it's one heck of a time for sure, especially with the fact that this Skyrim is such an old game that since it came out in 2011, and even with the special edition, a lot of people are saying that the graphics still aren't really up to par. Like the user mods bring out the graphics so much more. They bring them out so much more compared to the ones that Bethesda brought out, which is kind of funny, because it's like how it is that fans and users and gamers can make much better graphical mods than the developers and publishers can. It boggles your mind, you know. It's just like one of these mods I got that gave me some extra hairdos to have for the specific races when you're creating a new character. The graphics on the hair pieces that they have looked like they were so much more detailed than the ones that Bethesda had put on there, because the ones that Bethesda put on there look like they're just like plastered down to people's heads, like they put too much hair gel in or something and style it, and it's just stuck right there. There's no real bounce or movement or real realistic feel to it, you know. So I have experienced one crash since I've been dealing with the mods, but I managed to fix that, and everything has been fine ever since. But yeah, I really do respect PC gaming with bringing out mods in order for people to actually just basically have new adventures in a world that's very similar, like with Skyrim, like with Fallout. And I really do hope that consoles end up getting more adapted to this landscape of mods. I mean, if Sony ever pulls their head out of their ass and Microsoft actually basically does the same, yeah, they gave you a little bit of extra room for you to be able to have mods, but it's still just not the same thing. So, yeah, it would be great to actually see what they could do with that. And I really do hope that there's just bright things for the future when it boils down to dealing with mods. Not only for PC, which we know the PC landscape, there's a bajillion mods out there for like Skyrim, for Fallout, for a whole assload of other games that are out there in the gamer space, if you will. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to get on here and give a little bit of a rant dealing with Sony and Microsoft and the mod situation, and basically wanted to say that mods have basically given me the ability to really want to play on PC more. I'm not a huge PC gamer. I do like playing on PC, but the fact that mods are there, that just brings me to the table more because I want to experience what other people have been able to create and put into this world that is so familiar with me, like with Tamriel, and just adding new areas and new quests, new characters, new weapons and spells and armor and just everything. You know, and from what I've heard, people like that who actually put their work out online like that for people to download and play, publishers and developers find out about them and they can actually end up giving them jobs because of it, which they should, because some of the stuff that I've seen, man, I'm just like, gosh, it must take so much time to be able to create something like this, something as massive and amazing like this. You know, especially like one specific mod that came out, which was like a new quest storyline world area, something that was going, I forgot what the name of it was, but it's not on the special edition just yet. It's on the regular vanilla edition or legendary edition, I guess you could say. And I'm just thinking to myself, dang, I can't wait till that comes in the special edition because I really, really want to experience it and really want to feel it and know what it's like. But as of right now, I'm having fun experiencing what is already there and other mods and things that I'm downloading. So, and of course I have other games that I'm playing too, but as far as it deals with that whole open world aspect, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it, for sure. But anyways, I hope I haven't lost any of you guys during this video or nothing, and I apologize for not putting up any other videos up until now, so I'll go ahead and end this now. Like I always say, later taters.